The birth of Jesus the Messiah. Matthew chapter 1, verse 18 through 24. This is how Jesus the Messiah was born. His mother, Mary, was engaged to be married to Joseph. Before the marriage took place, while she was still a virgin, she became pregnant through the power of the Holy Spirit. Joseph, her fiancé, was a very good man and did not want to disgrace her publicly, so he decided to break the engagement quietly. As he considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream.
Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for the child within her was conceived by the Holy Spirit, and she will have a son, and you are to name him Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins.
All of this occurred to fulfill the Lord's message through his prophet.
Look, the virgin will conceive a child. She will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us.
When Joseph woke up, he did as the angel of the Lord commanded and took Mary as his wife. The shepherds and angels, Luke chapter 2, verse 8 through 16. That night there were shepherds staying in the fields nearby, guarding their flocks of sheep. Suddenly, an angel of the Lord appeared among them, and the radiance of the Lord's glory surrounded them. They were terrified, but the angel reassured them.
Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will bring great joy to all people. The Savior, yes, the Messiah, the Lord, has been born today in Bethlehem, the city of David. And you will recognize him by this sign. You will find a baby wrapped snugly in strips of cloth, lying in a manger.
Suddenly, the angel was joined by a vast host of others, the armies of heaven praising God. When the angels had returned to heaven, the shepherds said to each other, "Let's go to Bethlehem. Let's see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about." They hurried to the village and found Mary and Joseph, and there was a baby lying in the manger. Visitors from the East. Matthew chapter 2, verse 1 through 2 and 9 through 12. Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea during the reign of King Herod. About that time, some wise men from eastern lands arrived in Jerusalem, asking, "Where is the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star as it rose, and we have come to worship him." After this interview, the wise men went their way, and the star they had seen in the east guided them to Bethlehem. It went ahead of them and stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were filled with joy. They entered the house and saw the child with his mother, Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasure chests and gave him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. When it was time to leave, they returned to their own country by another route, for God had warned them in a dream not to return to Herod. The end.
Cheers! Angel look! Ah! Okay, that's good. That's good. Be more Russian in your face. And you're like excited. Throw it! And then go back with your arms up in the air. Okay.
Go that way.
You guys are in the scene. Oh man. Exactly what I'm
Face
doing.
me.
You have to face us.
다시 해서.
I'm better than you. Yeah, keep going, keep going. No. Okay, it's okay. We saw him. Go. And then we come to bow down. They saw the star. They're